નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. This is part 2 of 6th Standard Science, Chapter 2, Components of Food. And in the last session, part 1, we discussed up to the activity 2. Before starting our next part 2, let's me revise some things which I want to tell you are that we use variety of ingredients in our food, and these ingredients contain some components that are needed by our body. These components are called nutrients. The major nutrients in our body or in our food are named carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. So these are the major nutrients in our body. Second thing I want to say, do all food contain all these nutrients? That is also our question, and that we are going to discuss now. And another thing I want to discuss with you is that there are many types of carbohydrates. The main carbohydrates found in our body are in the form of starch and sugars. We can easily test if a food item contains starch. So now we are going to perform the test for starch, in which what to do? Take a small quantity of food item or a raw ingredient. Put 2 to 3 drops of dilute iodine solution. What we will have to do? We will have to take small quantity of food item, and or it may be raw ingredients also. Then we will have to put 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution. Now in this figure, observe, see, this girl is putting some drops of iodine solution. Observe if there is any change in the color of the food item. Did it turn blue-black? A blue-black color indicates that it contains starch. So if we put some drops of dilute iodine solution and the color, brown color of iodine solution turns to blue-black color, then we can say, or it indicates that the food item contains starch. And repeat this test with other food items also. Before discussing anything else, let me show you one video which is a test for starch.
Simple carbohydrates are the sugars found in anything sweet. Starchy carbohydrates are found in foods like pasta, potatoes, cereals and rice. A few drops of iodine solution produces a colour change from orange to blue-black. This indicates the presence of starch. So, will any of our foods test positive? Grape juice? Nuts? Or bread? Starch is present in bread, but not in grape juice or nuts.
So in this video we come to know that if we put some drops of iodine solution, dilute iodine solution on raw potato, this is raw potato, on raw potato or on bread, then it turns to blue-black. It means raw potato and bread contains starch, but if you put some drops of iodine solution in the grape juice or in the nuts, it doesn't convert to blue-black color. That means they do not contain starch, but raw potato and this bread contains starch in it. Now let's discuss the test for protein. Take a small quantity of food item for testing. If the food you want to taste is a solid, you first need to make a paste of it or powder it. Remember this. If the food you want to taste is a solid, you first need to make a paste of it or powder it. Grind or mash a small quantity of the food item. Put some of this in a clean test tube. Add 10 drops of water to it and shake the test tube. So what do you come to know? That if the food item you want to taste is solid, then you powder it or paste it. Then put some of this in clean test tube and add 10 drops of water to it. Shake the test tube. Then now using a dropper, add 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate. Then using a dropper, add 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate and 10 drops of solution of caustic soda. What we add? 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate and 10 drops of solution of caustic soda to the test tube. Shake well and let the test tube stand for a few minutes. What do you see? Did the contents of the test tube turn violet? A violet color indicates presence of proteins in the food item. So now let's see the video for test for protein.
Test for proteins. For carrying out the test for protein, we need 2 solutions, namely copper sulfate and caustic soda. Copper sulfate solution can be prepared by dissolving 2 grams of copper sulfate in 100 ml of water. Caustic soda solution is prepared by dissolving 10 grams of caustic soda in 100 ml of water. Take a small quantity of a food item, for example, uncooked soya bean seeds. Note that solid food items should be made into a paste or a powder before testing. Add 10 drops of water to it and shake the test tube. Now add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution and add 10 drops of caustic soda solution to it. Shake the test tube well and let it stand for a few minutes. You will observe that the content of the test tube turns violet. The violet color indicates the presence of proteins in food items. Similarly, you can check other food items also.
So, in this video, what did we do? We took powdered soybean seeds in the test tube and put some water into it. Then after, we put some drops of copper sulfate, 2 drops of copper sulfate into it, and then we put 10 drops of caustic soda into the test tube, and we keep it for some time. After some time, the color is violet. That violet color indicates the presence of proteins in the food item. Hence, we completed the test for protein also. So students, in this second part, we discussed the test for starch, in which if we take a small quantity of a food item or raw ingredient, and if we put 2 to 3 drops of dilute iodine solution, and if color changes to blue black, then we can say the particular food or raw item contains starch. And the second activity was test for protein that we conduct in this part. In the next part, we will discuss test for fats, and then after we will fill this table. So by this time we are finishing this part, and we'll meet in the next part, that is third part. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Take care of yourselves and we'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.